With 14 years of total experience in quality assurance, Shikha has led effective QA practices at EXL Service. She is passionate about delivering top notch software through strategic planning and innovative testing. Throughout her career, she has overseen testing processes, managed QA teams, manual automation and performance, and optimized efficiency with best industry practices. Beyond traditional management, she advocates for continuous improvement, new technologies, and a collaborative environment for her team. Besides leadership, she stays updated on emerging trends in QA. She believes that adaptability and innovation are crucial for success in this dynamic industry. Welcome, Shikha, to the session. And I would also like to introduce Yama. She is an NIT Hamirpur graduate with more than 14 years of experience in the industry. She is a philosophy enthusiast and likes to learn about recent history. She started her career as a developer and is currently working as a senior business consultant at EXL. We welcome you both to the session here today. And like I said, the stage is yours.
Hi all, I'm Yama, and today I will be talking about developing critical skills for the job market. So, how many of you have come with a preconceived notion that I would be talking about new gen technologies like AI, ML, okay, data science, cloud computing, or I would be talking about programming languages like Python or R? I think maybe with your reactions of a smiley, you can tell me that from the audience.
Yes.
Okay. Now, how many from the non-technical background here have come with the notion that I will talk about domain expertise and how you can, leverage the new gen technologies to improve productivity at your workplace? Okay, so quite a few of you. Okay, if we can have the next slide, please. So, critical skills. So, these new gen technologies, okay, these are, yes, very important for you to keep up in the market. Okay, it's very important to keep up with these new technologies. Definitely, it will help you better place in your career. In a world where digital transformation is changing industries, digital literacy and technological fluency is not an option currently, but it has become a necessity. Industry worldwide currently is in need of people who can leverage these new technologies to improve productivity and drive innovations. So, when I talk about technological skills, I'm talking about, sec. Yeah. So, I'm talking about programming skills. Okay. I'm talking about different tools that are available, recent tools that are available in the market, the new technologies that keep coming up, a few tools like version controlling, software engineering, the basics of software engineering. We all do not focus on that mostly, but it is very imperative that we know all the points involved in software engineering, especially the 80-20 rule. We know different tools that are available in the market for code quality control. Okay, basics of optimization, it is necessary for everyone to have. If you are from a non-technical background, then you should know project management, you should be knowing about change management, and then especially for everyone who is from technology and who is from not technology, domain expertise is something that is very, 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 very important for you to thrive. Okay. Now, how should we build our technological profile? what I would want you to is focus on a T-shaped profile. Can we have the next slide, please? Okay. So how many of you have already heard about this terminology, T-shaped profile? With, I think your reactions of smiley can tell that. So can we have the reactions, please? So what is a T-shaped profile? You all saw that T that was there on the slide. So the vertical there actually explains that you take one skill, you learn about it in detail, you gain expertise on that discipline, on that area, or on that skill. And the horizontal bar that you see, okay, that is you know you take a broad spectrum of technologies, skills, or disciplines, and you have some level of knowledge about all those areas also. Uh, let's say there is a resource uh, who specializes in Java. Okay, but if that resource also spends some time to know about operating systems, how the operating systems work, who knows about infra. Okay, what is new in infra? Yeah, cloud computing, and he knows about that how uh, you know how a client is built when something is hosted on cloud computing, how the scale up and scale down happens. I'm not saying that you know each and nitty gritty about cloud, but at least the basics of that particular new technology. Okay. Then you know about DB optimizations, okay, or you know about the DevOps concept that is coming in. Okay. Let's take few more examples of what a T-shaped profile might look like. Can we have the next slide? Yeah, okay. So here you see that there is a marketer, okay, who knows about a broad spectrum of knowledge. He knows about content marketing, also has knowledge about data analytics, then knows about how social media can be used for marketing, but he is specializing in expertise in paid media. He knows how Facebook ads can be leveraged, how Instagram can be used for marketing. Okay, so having a depth knowledge in marketing. Let's see a few more examples on the next slide. Okay. So here is an example of a UI UX developer. He knows everything about what needs to be what will make him a good UI UX developer. But at the same time, he's having knowledge about UX copywriting. He knows about front end. He knows some concepts about business analysis also, and he is also learning project management. Okay, so that adds to your profile. There are a few more examples on the next slide. Okay, and these are like, again, there is a UX and visual designer who knows about data analysis also, and he understands some other technical concepts also. Like he would be understanding how the front end application is connecting with the UI, and how the front end in turn is connecting with the back end, and some nitty gritties about the hosting platforms and other things. Then again, there is an iOS development a developer who is seasoned in iOS development, but he also loves animation. Okay. Uh, and he knows something about the marketing funnel also. Okay. So you must be wondering that why do we need this T-shaped profile? Okay. When we have this T-shaped profile, it makes us very versatile at the marketplace. Okay. It enables you to see the big picture. You are able to collaborate better with your peers, with the other teams. You have confidence when you go into discussions. Okay. See, organizations currently are looking for such cross-skilled people because they know that they are the experts in their particular field, but they can also navigate other areas well. Okay. There are um, there are many ways in which you can build your T-shaped profile. it is not necessary that you keep on adding just technical skills into your forte. You can acquire knowledge about various technologies, but you can also learn about various tools that are available in the market. Like, for example, you start learning about Sonar Cube, that how you can implement it in your current workplace and have better coding practices available. Okay, you can have a broad spectrum of domain expertise. You can learn about each and everything about software engineering principles. I can say, like, I come from a computer science background from college, and we had this one subject only for software engineering. And I don't think many people took it very seriously at that time, because it consists of a lot of details. But all those things there in that subject, where actually, when you put into perspective, you come into workplace, it really helps you. Okay. You will see that you gain benefit out of it. Okay. Then you can learn about different processes. Okay. Now, imagine that in this T-shaped profile, you're working towards T-shaped profile, and then you, on top of it, in your horizontal spectrum of skills, you add AI as well. Okay, it will add wings to your profile. Okay, we need people. It will help you to innovate, to ideate, and integrate in your current domain itself, in the current ecosystem only. Yes, currently the industry needs people who can build AI, who can build machine learning algorithms, but there is a very huge space for people who can come up with the use cases. Okay, that can, some ideas, some use cases. Okay, there is this AI technology available. There is data science available. Okay, there is cloud computing available, but what is the use case? How you can actually implement in your workplace? Okay, that comes from your own domain, right? If you don't know that domain, if you don't know the problem, how will you come to the solution? And if you don't know that what are the different capabilities available of different technologies, okay, then you won't be able to find solution for your problem. So keep adding new knowledge to your profile and focus towards this T-shaped profile. Okay. These technological skills are your core skills. Okay. But from my 14 years of experience, I can say that these play only half the role when it comes to success in career. Now you must be wondering, what is the other half? Okay. So the other half is actually other supporting skills. Okay. And these are also equally important to your core skills. Let us see what those skills are. Can we have the next slide, please? Yeah, one more click. And one more click. One more. Yeah. Okay. So analytical skills. If I ask you one question, that 1 kg of iron is heavier or 1 kg heap of cotton heap is heavier? Many people have to take a second to think, okay, what could be heavier? Okay. And the answer is simple, right? It is all what we have learned, but we start thinking, okay, no, what is heavier? Okay. Now it is true that some people are born with these analytical skills, but these can be adapted as well. And this comes with your experience, with knowledge. Okay. Industry needs people who have core skills, but who can think logically at the same time, who can look at the bigger picture, also at the minutest of details at the same time. For example, you must have heard of Mang companies. Everybody wants to crack them. Okay. So when you're having interviews with them, they don't judge you only on basis of what programming skills you have, but they judge you on your analytical skills. They will give you a problem, and then they will see that how critically are you thinking? Are you asking the right questions to complete the problem set? Okay. How are you approaching the solution? Are you thinking about all the boundary cases? Are you thinking about the bigger picture? Are you thinking about the smallest of details as well? Okay. Then they will give you some piece of information in between. Okay. And you will have to completely pivot your solution. Okay. So they are testing you for adaptability and flexibility. Okay. Now, do you think these skills are only required for man companies? No. These skills are required for everybody, for at every workplace. We need people who can think logically, who are problem solvers, who can think big, okay, who bring value to the table. Now, you can be an ace programmer, okay, you can be very good at domain expertise, but if you don't have the right skills to bring that knowledge out, okay, or you have a very good idea, but if you don't have the skills to present that idea to everybody, nobody will buy into it. Okay. So what comes to play here? Soft skills. Another click, please. So soft skills. In soft skills, what comes? Everything that is communication at workplace, how you are speaking to others, how you are communicating your ideas. Do you know to work on tools like PowerPoint? Do you know how to create a good presentation? Do you know how to document things? Do you know how to say something effectively? Okay, like it is not ambiguous. Okay, it serves the purpose. It is not a tale of so many things. It is precise, concise. So your documentation skills, your speaking skills, how you are responding to emails, everything plays a part. Now, last but not at all the least, what you need more. Next click, please. Attitude. You need the right attitude to come to the workplace. Okay. Nobody wants to work in a toxic workplace. Everybody wants happy teams. We are spending, I think, half of our life at our workplaces. So we want a happy team. We want, a growing team. So organization is looking for people who come with the right attitude, who come with a growth mindset, okay, who are team players, who do not make environment toxic, who keep learning, okay, who are emotionally intelligent, who know how to strike a conversation in like keeping emotional quotient of people in mind. Okay. Yes, all the other skills are very important. Okay, but analytical skills at the same time, like the combination, the holistical skills, you need to have your core skills and you need to have your supporting skills. But in supporting skills, if you don't come to the workplace with the right attitude, okay, that is not going to help. Okay, because if you have the right attitude, you can always learn at the workplace. But if you don't have the right attitude, okay, then all your knowledge, everything is not going to help. Neither you nor your organization is going to capture your 100% potential. So with this, I have one last thing to say. If we go to the last section of my slide, that learning is a lifelong process. We need to continuously improve ourselves. And with this, I would like to pass on to Shikha, and she will talk about how we can reskill and upskill in current for the future market. Thank you, everyone.
Okay, so I completely resonate with your thoughts. Industry definitely needs the core skills But logical, analytic, and critical thinking is something that we really need, right? Okay, so as I've been introduced throughout my career, I've been involved and overseen testing processes. I've managed QA teams, manual, automation, and performance, and I stay updated on emerging trends in QA. Moving from manual to automation and performance, it was not an easy job than it sounds. I had to upskill and reskill myself each day. That is what the topic is all about today. Upskilling and reskilling for the future. Can we go to the first slide? Okay, let's talk about skills. What is a skill? The abilities that we learn to perform a specific task. It's a skill. Skill is this language of business, and there is a skill revolution that is going on these days. And you all know that roles and responsibilities of a person's have evolved. These are not measured on the basis of this designation anymore, but on the basis of the skills they acquire. In this fast-paced world of AI, ML, Gen AI, as Yama also mentioned, everyone is focused on skills, but not on the designation. Think of a role of a journalist, for an example. There are core skills that make up that job, but it has also evolved over past 3 to 5 years. Today, a journalist now is likely working with the rapidly changing video software, data analytics, and digital file management. And there are other softwares as well that journalists usually use these days. Let us consider the following data from a variety of sources. 58% of the existing workflow needs new skill sets to do their jobs. Okay, 61% are not completely satisfied with their company's workplace tools and technologies. And around 53% of college graduates are unemployed or working in a job that does not require a bachelor's degree. What are these numbers telling us? That the basic education which we are getting from the school or colleges, it's not good enough to stay ahead in the market. We need to upskill and reskill ourselves, right? Time and again to be on the top. And in this rapidly evolving job market, there are these two terms, upskilling and reskilling, which there is a lot of buzz around us, around these terms, and we hear a lot of things about these terms. What is upskilling? Upskilling is specifically focused on obtaining knowledge, expertise, or capabilities related to your current field. Whatever field you are in, you just need to upskill yourselves to be on the top of your career. Okay. Reskilling refers to acquisition of entirely new skill. You are not finding it very interesting in your current job, and you need to reskill yourself so that you can move or pursue a new career altogether. So that is reskilling. We can move to the next slide. All right. Need for upskilling. As we now know that upskilling refers to enhancing existing skills to stay relevant and competitive in the rapidly evolving job market, the need for upskilling has increasingly critical for several reasons. One is technological advancements, rapid growing technology, automation, artificial intelligence, machine learning, Gen AI. All of these are transforming the industries. Upskilling is essential to adapt to these changes and ensure that individuals can effectively contribute in technologically evolving workplaces. Then changing job roles. It's crucial to meet the demands of evolving job roles, ensuring that we have the necessary skills to perform effectively in our current or future positions. There is an increase in competition, and to stay competitive in this global job market, we should allow individuals to stand out and excel in their respective fields. Skills for the skills, the skills are becoming obsolete more quickly as technology advances. Okay, so like continuous upskilling is required to keep skills relevant with the work that we do. these are the specific needs that are needed for that we need to upskill. Coming on to the next slide, we should think about the strategies to upskill ourselves. There are many ways for you to begin upskilling, and I recommend that you start by considering your goals, time, and budget. Okay, there are many opportunities out there. Firstly, the quickest and the most accessible way to begin upskilling is to enroll in an online course or webinar that interests you. Then work your way through the material. Also, just remember that don't just enroll in 10 different courses all at once. When this is the common mistake that we all make. It will not it will take you to nowhere. You should know what direction you should move in. Just consider that fact first. Secondly, your organization may have a formal mentoring or coaching program, but if not, you can build your own using your network. Regularly meet with the leaders you respect. This can be a great way to expand your network and receive personal advices and recommendations as well. Thirdly, attending meetings and conferences. It's a great way to make connection with others in the industry. Stay tuned to the latest news and trends. Make a point of regularly reading, consuming quality content to stay up to date and bring ideas into your organization. Fourth, not the last, but not the least, learning from experts within your own organization. It's a great way to form new relationships, and it can be a great and nice way to determine what you are passionate about learning. Just connect with your manager, your HR, and start from there. It's a great way of learning. This was about upskilling. We'll now talk about reskilling. Reskilling is often pursued to pivot to a different career or industry due to changes in job demand, personal career goals. It can also be initiated by an organization to shift an employee's responsibilities to help meet their changing goals specifically. Let's focus on reasons specific to reskilling, industry shifts. Reskilling becomes crucial when there are significant shifts or disruptions in an industry, right? Individuals may need to acquire an entirely new set of skills to align with the emerging trends and demands within their current or different industry. Job redundancy, in situations where specific jobs become obsolete altogether or are phased out due to the technological advancements. It is essential to reskill yourself. It helps individuals transition into the roles that are in demand and align with the evolving market. Right? Then the third one is job redundancy, technology replacement. Okay, so when new technologies replace existing ones, individuals who were skilled in the old technology may find themselves at disadvantage. So when you reskill yourself, it allows you to adapt to the new technological landscape and remain relevant in your current field. Most important is the personal career goals. I mean, you have goals, you have your career goals. Reskilling for personal career goals is a strategic approach to proactively shape your professional journey. It empowers you to take charge of your career path, align with the aspirations, and continuously evolve to meet the demands of the dynamic job market. Right? There are different strategies for reskilling as well. If you move to the next slide. So if you're ready for a career change, you'll need to invest some time to determine which career is right for you. You can start by making a list of your top qualities and skills that match those with other professionals to see where you would best fit. Consider which of your hobbies or interest makes you happiest, and think about how you could build a career around these passions. Once you have identified your field of interest, you can build a plan or reskilling through activities like these: learning and skill development opportunities. You can pursue a certificate, a degree. It provides a formal way to show your new education and skills. Job shadowing is one thing. I mean, talk to your manager, to your HR. You may uncover some interesting insights and information by job shadowing that help further your sense of what career could hold for you. There are different programs that are being offered by the employers these days. Some companies make rotation or training programs available to employees. Cross functioning is one of the thing that is there. These type of opportunities allow you to gain new skills and experiences firsthand. In some instances, you can also join other teams for an extended period of time. Check whether your organization is in official training or resource centers. I mean, these days there are resource centers that are being provided by the organizations to the team members. That helps to enables you to gain the knowledge you need for a new role. There are online knowledge repositories. They can serve as a powerful strategy for reskilling by providing easy accessibility and up-to-date learning resources. You just have to choose what is good for you. And these platforms like online courses, webinars, educational websites, these offer diverse content, allowing you to acquire new skills at your own pace and your convenience. Over to the next slide for the conclusion. So ultimately, should you choose to upskill or reskill is your decision, right? You will need to determine whether you want to stay in your current industry or organization, moving up or shifting roles within your organization. You want to change a new challenge or new career opportunity altogether. There are a lot of content libraries out there. In fact, you're using one right now, this one. And while I really hope this is helping you learn something, we also have to understand that upskilling and reskilling doesn't happen just by consuming the content. You have to practice it. There are feedback loops and coaching that is required to be there. Would you want, I mean, taking an example of a brain surgeon, would you want a brain surgeon who has watched hundreds of hours of videos on TikTok and read every textbook? Or would you prefer a doctor who has observed and performed surgeries in operating theater under an expert, but he has never sat in a lecture hall? No, right? I mean, everything, you need to have a balance of these things. So practice, feedback loops, and effective coaching. All of these are part of an effective upskilling and reskilling process, and therefore must be a part of your strategy. That's it from me today. Thank you.
Absolutely right. And I totally resonate with whatever you're saying, and I completely agree with your points and the insight that you have shared with us, both Yama and Shikha. Thank you so much for this amazing session. The
Thank you.
audience will for sure think about the kind of skills that are required and what other skills they need to start working on as soon as possible to be able to take absolute advantage of the current job market and as it gets better and better with time. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
We do have a lot of questions coming in from our audience, but again, with the benefit of time and in the best interest of the speakers who are already waiting, I would like to pass it on to you all over an email, and I'm sure you will make some time for us and respond to those. Thanks once again.
Sure, we'll
Yeah,
do that.
thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. And happy to help, happy to answer any questions. People can reach out to both me and Shikha, and we'll be happy to answer.
Absolutely. That was really helpful. Thank you so much, you both.